Hey guys, I'm Sonika. Today is the time for more camera comparisons. Today I'm gonna compare the Sony Aperture DSC-HX400V to another very cool and by far the best super zoom camera by Nikon, the Nikon Coolpix P1000. So let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Sonika. Today we're gonna do camera comparisons and we're gonna compare Sony Aperture DSC-HX400V and Nikon Coolpix P1000 and try to see which camera is better where. So we're gonna score both the cameras based on their specs like video resolution, optical zoom, battery life, etc. And the camera with the best score will win. Let's get started. Both cameras have the same sensor size, 1 by 2.3 inch size DSI CMOS sensor. P1000 gives me 16 megapixel image resolution, but HX400V gives me 20 megapixels. Obviously, I'll get bigger resolution images there. Price of the HX400V is 24,999 rupees. And the same of the P1000 is 63,990 rupees. So since the HX400V is cheaper, you get the point. Optical zoom of the HX400V is 50x, that is equivalent to around 1200 mm in 35 mm film terms. And the P1000 gives me 125x optical zoom, that is equivalent to 3000 mm. Obviously, it gives me more flexible focal coverage. The P1000 gives me RAW support, meaning I can click my images in RAW plus JPEG. The HX400V I can only click in JPEG. So it gives me, the P1000 gives me more flexibility in post-processing and editing my images. The maximum video resolution of the HX400V is 1920 by 1080 and 30 and 60 fps, but the P1000 can shoot in 4K, that is 3840 by 2160 pixels. The HX400V has a tilting screen. Its screen cannot swivel to the side, but it can tilt from top to bottom. But the screen of P1000 can tilt and swivel all the way around, so it's very useful for vlogging and taking selfies. The HX400V is clearly smaller of the two cameras. It weighs 660 grams as opposed to 1415 grams by the P1000. It is 16 mm narrower, 26 mm shorter and 78 mm thinner than the body of the P1000. It's obviously more compact and travel friendly. You get a point. With a single charge, the HX400V gives me 300 shots and the P1000 gives me 250 shots. So that's 50 more shots by the HX400V. P1000 has an amazing inbuilt time-lapse mode, so I can shoot time-lapse videos in camera without much hassle. The P1000 has Bluetooth, so I can very easily connect my camera to my laptop, phone, etc. This feature is lacking in the HX400V. The HX400V has a GPS tracker, so I can very easily track the location of my images as I click them. maximum ISO of the P1000 is 6400 and the same of the HX400V is 12800. So the HX400V is more useful to me in low light situations. The P1000 can shoot 7 full resolution images at the speed of 7 frames per second. And the shooting speed of the HX400V is 10 frames per second. Minimum aperture of the HX400V at its longest focal length of 1200 mm is f6.3 and the minimum aperture of the P1000 at its longest focal length of 3000 mm is f8. So the P1000 clearly gives me 1800 mm longer coverage, but at f6.3 the HX400V is fast at its longest end, so we will give 1 point to both. Now guys, we're gonna talk about some common features between these two cameras. Now since they're common, we won't score them, but in case you wanna buy any of these cameras, I think you need to know them. Both cameras have somewhat similar inbuilt flash, image stabilization, face detection focus, Wi-Fi and mobile connectivity, manual exposure, manual mode, auto exposure bracketing, LCD screen resolution of 921K dots, shoe for external flash, an electronic viewfinder, and microphone and headphone jacket. Both cameras don't have touchscreen capabilities. So guys, as per the scoreboard, the HX400V is the winner, but the competition has been very tough. The HX400V is better because it gives me better battery life, more shooting speed, GPS, more effective megapixels, all this at a lesser weight and lesser price. The P1000 is better because it gives me Bluetooth, more optical zoom, a fully articulated screen that can move and tilt all the way around, RAW support and 4K video recording capacity. So if you have less budget, then you can go for HX400V. But if you want a very super zoom camera and if you want to indulge in very super zoom wildlife and bird photography, then you may go for the P1000. Choice is yours.
Here is a quick summary of the comparison between
the Sony DSC-HX400V and the Nikon Coolpix P1000. So guys, this was my detailed comparison between the Sony DSC-HX400V and the Nikon Coolpix P1000, and I hope my video cleared your doubts about these two cameras. And if you have any two cameras that you are confused about or you want to know more about, please leave your suggestions down below in the comments guys. It will be very useful to me. And if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. Here is my previous camera comparison. Please go check it out guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos every Wednesday on my channel. Bye.